On October 17, 2017, Dwight Howard tweeted a photo of Gordon Hayward with the caption, "Lord carry him now." This is the Museum of Twitter, the show we talk about the most important tweets in the history of Twitter.com. It's Sports Tweet Saturday, and if you're not a sports fan, I need to let you know right now that Gordon Hayward did not die. You'd be forgiven for thinking that, given that Lord carrying him now is a thing you say about someone who died or is about to die. Now, Gordon Hayward did suffer a catastrophic leg injury. It was opening night in his first season with the Celtics, and like 5 minutes into the game, he went up for a dunk, came down weird on his leg, and had an injury that I can't show you. It was one of those classic, oh, legs are not supposed to bend that way type injuries. And so a lot of people were really sympathetic towards him, tweeting words of encouragement. But his fellow NBA player Dwight Howard did not just tweet words of encouragement. He tweeted what he would tweet if he was instead gunned down in a senseless act of violence. It's unclear why Dwight Howard decided to tweet this. Any basketball fan knows that Dwight is a goofy guy who says a lot of dumb things, so I think it would be a fool's errand to try to speculate what was going on in his head. Before I talk about the reactions, the thing I do want to point out is that this photo is actually a Photoshop photo of Gordon Hayward, because like I mentioned, the injury happened during Gordon Hayward's first game as a Celtic. So if you see the little watermark on the photo that says slam swaps, this is because this was a Photoshop version of a Gordon Hayward dunk when he was on the Jazz. So yeah, Dwight tweeted this with a Photoshop photo of Gordon Hayward. Now, people immediately started making fun of this. I remember this going very viral on the night it happened. Finn responded, "He ain't dead, Dwight." Chris responded, "Lord carrying him now, bigger than basketball. I missed something, did he get shot in the court or break an ankle?" And the King Monkey took it a step further and crudely drew on angels and a halo. Because yeah, that type of Photoshop generally accompanies when someone says, "Lord carry him now." And over the years, people have made various jokes quoting this tweet. Crunchwrap and the Supreme said, "Me when my 2011 MacBook Pro suddenly goes black." And during the lead up to Avengers Endgame, Shrieky Shooter said, #Avenge the Fallen. And this gets referenced anytime a reaction to a player having a non-life-threatening injury is a little too solemn. Like when a San Antonio Spurs fan account made a graphic saying, "Rest up, Lonnie," after Lonnie Walker sprained his wrist. Or when goalie Tuukka Rask was injured and Kaylee said, "So happy for the kid. Tuukka is somewhere smiling down on his protege." When she says smiling down, she presumably means from like a box, but usually when you talk about smiling down on someone, it's because you're dead and in heaven. And when Tiger Woods had one of his many injuries of the past few years, the official PGA Tour account posted 2 photos of golfers wearing Tiger Woods' patent red polo on a Sunday, with the caption, "For Tiger," which led Tussle Wilson to say, "Lord carry him now, Dwight Howard." Because once again, he just had like a leg injury. He's not dead. And the last example that made me laugh a lot is when Nate Robinson got knocked out by Jake Paul during their boxing match, and Stephen Curry said, "Be okay, Nate. Come on, man." Jason Williams, presumably not one of the basketball players named Jason Williams, said, "LMAO at these reactions from NBA players. Man, I just need another Lord carry him now from Dwight." And real sports Twitter heads will use Lord carry him now as an ironic way of joking about someone having bad news or a slight injury. I'm not 100% sure if all of these are making fun of the Dwight tweet, since Lord carry him now is just a phrase that people actually use, particularly in the black community, so I kept the examples pretty limited to ones that I'm fairly certain are making fun of Dwight, because the last thing I want to do is get on here and act like Dwight Howard created the phrase "Lord carry him now." Anyway, Taylor used it for one of the many times that Joel Embiid came down grabbing one of his legs. Pod on Lansdowne used it as a caption when Rafael Devers was put on the 10-day injured list with some inflammation in his shoulder, and Manhattan used it as a caption when Jonte Porter was banned for life from the NBA for gambling. But the funniest time I saw it mentioned is when Dragonfly Jones was talking about Rudy Gobert and COVID and whatnot and said, "I knew Rudy Gobert wasn't a well-liked dude when the news broke that he caught that Rona and not one NBA player sent their well wishes." And Isaac responded with a screenshot of the Dwight tweet with the caption, "Not even a Lord carrying him now from Dwight, SMH." Honestly, that would have been too perfect. I kind of want to build a time machine to go back in time to get Dwight to tweet "Lord carry him now" about Rudy Gobert. I don't want to act like Gordon Hayward's injury wasn't catastrophic. It really was a gross injury. In the moment you're like, oh my god. But I do think we need to reserve the Lord carry him nows for when people are actually dead or dying. Because Gordon Hayward recovered from this injury, he played multiple more years in the NBA. I'm sure his leg was never 100% again, but it clearly was healthy enough for him to storm the Capitol. To be clear, that is a joke. Please do not sue me. Follow me for a new tweet every day, and please consider subscribing to my Patreon, patreon.com/Museum of Twitter, where you get the weekly Museum of Not Twitter, and you can vote when I cover it on Subscriber Sundays.